Look what I bought! Small damage. STI. What the hell is that? Motherfucker. That was our fourth wheel.
What a dickhead.
She's alive! Boy, oh boy, I'm so lucky.
Good news, I have almost everything I need. Bam.
Bam. Let's compare these forks. This one is okay, and this one is like, and this one's gone. And actually, this one came from here.
I suspect
that this part came from another car. Looks like good one and reusable. Like a glove. When I got the Subi, I put suspension arm and I put the wheel and I parked it there, and it was sitting for a couple days because key was missing. But right now, I have it here. Oops, that was my mistake. That's the best part about the car. And of course I checked the fluids before I did this. We can do a small tour in the car because this car is very small, that's why tour is gonna be small too. First of all, I found some herb tea or something like this. Oh no, it's coffee. I found some old space. Probably ain't gonna use. Someone already ate it, so it's empty. A couple airbags are missing. I'm gonna have to fix that. We have some pack of Magnum, but it's empty. Ain't gonna use that. I have some books, have some papers, and we can check that. Brand new, this car costed $30,000. Ain't gonna lie, I got it cheaper. Let's have a small tour around the car. From this side, I almost have everything. Damage was not that big as I expected, so that's the best part. But just look at this, has a lot of aftermarket parts on it, but also a lot of OEM parts on this. And the most expensive ones are these. And the splitter is also missing. And it means expensive. Now, when car runs and drives, I can start to work on it. I need some parts. And the best thing about that, I have a lot of parts. I ordered only those parts that I saw that I'm gonna need, like obviously. But I still need to order some more suspension parts, some body parts, holders, small shit. First of all, I want to completely fix my suspension, and I have a couple last parts. I have this, that's stabilizer bar link, I think that's how we call it, and I have my shock absorber. Fun part that this part is still working. Maybe someone wants to fix it? Weight reduction. Aesthetic view for filming and real life. Need to adjust camber a bit. My first journey with BRZ. Not very far away. Boy, oh boy, just look at this. She's gonna be pretty. Yesterday I was working with my t-shirt, and right now we have some ice on the windshield. So that's how it is to live in Lithuania. I think what we can do, we can warm it up a little bit and start to work on the interior. I need to get rid of this little besta. Ta-da! Don't be worried about the wires. It ain't gonna blow up second time. Still works. Not anymore. Whoop, 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 whoop. Fuck. Airbag is hanging and it's annoying me, so let's try to remove it at first. Way more clear, right? Ta-da! It's possible to remove roof without removing windshield. Almost everything is done with interior. You can take a look. Boom. I removed all the seat belts. Right now, the last part. Panel. Look. Meep, meep. If you don't want to hit your face, leave the nut. Oba. Interesting. It's moving, but I can't remove it. I hope, guys, you can see something. But yeah, just the wires were bent, so you need to push a little bit harder. And let's continue our journey here. Nope. No, it's not. So that's why I think panel is the worst thing that happened to this car. But I'm gonna fix that. For now, technically suspension is done, just need to set the alignment. Interior at the moment is done because right now I just need the new airbags and new panel. The last body works. Looks like we have everything, but then it's like, oh, I need this little piece of shit, this and that. From the first look, I'm so lucky. This part just touched something a little bit, so it's like perfectly fine. Ain't gonna change it. BRZ. You can see that, but that's a BRZ. Yeah, boy. Let's open this baby. And let's check the biggest part. We almost have the finished look of the car. And one more thing, I don't have this. Very good that I checked, because that's the turn signal. I totally forget that I need this, because on this bumper looks like it's gone, but it's tinted. I had this car almost a month, like 3 weeks or something, but I worked on her, or it, or her, depends how nasty you are. I worked on her like 3 or 4 hours maximum, because there is nothing much to do on her. I just need to wait a lot of parts. And the problem with the parts is that some parts are super cheap and some parts are super expensive, and I was like, damn, why? Like, I need a body part, exactly this one, and it cost like 50 euros, so which is like pretty cheap, but some parts are pretty nasty damn expensive. Like, we have this side panel, and in it we have this plastic. This plastic on the other side cost me like almost 200 euros. But there was no option, so I had to buy it. And look at this part, packed, brand new, this and that. Look, this part came already painted, like paint a sample, same color. That's dope. That's why it costed a little bit more. So I'm not mad at it. And I also already have my interior, so right now I can put the interior back in place. It means finally I can work at least a little bit on my car. Damn, it's already cold a little bit, so let's push it to the garage. It's gonna be a little bit better to work when it's warm. Look at this new roof. When the airbag exploded, there was some wrinkles in the roof. That's why I thought new one without any explosion marks would be better. Of course, airbag first. Was way easier to install the roof when there was no pedal. In most of the cars, after the crash, you just put the new airbags and that's it, you can go. But in some cars, you need to buy a new one without crash, or you just need to reflash your airbag block. And I have a super cool upgrade for this car. It's red belts. Interior already has a lot of red details, so this red belt is gonna be cherry on top. And now it's time to put this bad boy. Just look at this, fresh and clean. All the interior is done. Next step is bodywork, and I hope I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I need to swap this part. It's there underneath the headlamp, so I need to remove headlamp, bumper, install this, and bring this baby to the paint shop. Look brand new. Let's measure it. Let's double check it. Short lunch break. Damn, look at her. Everything is fixed. I only need to fix this dent on the hood. Right now, everything looks perfect and it's almost road legal. I have a temporary registration. Right now, I'm gonna go home straight to my father and he's gonna paint the car. And right now I'm super helpful for my friend. He didn't want to be on the camera, but he helped me actually to fix everything, all the gaps, weldings, and because he's a specialist in these things. And even right now, like all the gaps are totally perfect. Here, this and that. Only I need to do one more thing. Last one, I need to remove this black window because it's illegal in Lithuania, super illegal. It didn't want to go off. But it's still tinted, it's like quite black. Me gusta. And side skirt just arrived. Let's hope this part came with color. I hope it's in color. Fuck! It's black, but it's not in color. So it was super expensive and not in color. Again, couple more weeks after, still don't have all the parts, but I have some of them and I have a small to-do list, so let's go. One more thing, we have some snow. While car in garage is warming up, I have some things to do. Disable it was quite easy. Not disable it, I think. Dismantle it. Wherever, rip it off. So it took me maybe 10 minutes or something. Now it's a clear bumper with no parts, and I have a lot of parts here. I just need to put these parts back to this freshly painted bumper. Yeah, boy. Reverse order. Plump. I have almost all the parts for front bumper, only this was missing, which goes here. This invisible vent, which goes here. And left blinker was also missing. Done. I'm gonna install this thing and I'm gonna go to sleep. That's it for today. Finally, I've got the last part that I was waiting so much. That's the front bumper holder. I was waiting for this part more than 2 months. Unbelievable. Car was on the wheels and she was almost drivable after 30 minutes when I got it, but it took me more than 2 months to collect all the parts that I needed. Super slow. A couple more weeks after, these two just arrived. One is still on the car. On another side, one is missing, but gonna swap both. But still, front splitter is missing. I think I'm gonna put these parts when winter is gonna be over. You know why. So let's say that this project is over. For me, it was very fun, as always, to work on new car that I never worked before. The biggest problem while I was working on this project was to find the parts, to buy the parts and wait them. That's it. After all, I love it. And let's wait for next project. It's coming really soon. That's, boys and girls, new project.